Hey everybody, it's Dr. Nick. No. Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Romantasy Roundtable, a tale of Rick and Roses. I am Rick, and I'm joined by my roses.
Amanda.
And Kim.
And I'm trying to figure out how my thingy here is working. But let's see, what do I have to say? If you happen to like what you're listening, which some of you seem to do, you've been thank you for like downloading and subscribing and all that stuff. Please continue to like and subscribe to this on whatever platform you are looking at or listening to. It really helps us out. Let's see. We have a book talk. We have a bookstagram. We have technically we have an email, romantasyroundtable@gmail.com.
Has anybody emailed us and entered our giveaway?
Not that I've seen, but I'm going to double check again.
Well, they can't because that episode hasn't been released.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Fair point. Cool.
Next time.
Email us.
Again.
All right. The giveaway is still open as of the time you hear this, and then it'll be closed after we post this episode.
That's true. I'm just trying to play with my screen right now. I would love to get like... Oh, wait. Is it F11? Is that what I have to do? Function F11. I did it. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to actually post a video on Bookstagram tomorrow, letting everybody know about that giveaway. And maybe that'll help us out. But that'll be fun.
Yay.
Also, for those of you who do follow us on Book Talk, we would love it if you would like the videos that Amanda and I appear in as well.
Sometimes we're in the videos.
How are you?
Rick's not the only one on the podcast.
Why not? Look, everyone loves the color commentator, okay? So why they have that position? That's me. I'm the color commentator.
And also, to clear it up for those that have asked on Book Talk, Rick is the one that posts them. And none of us are married to each other.
None of us are married to any of us.
Just friends. Thanks.
Friendly friends. Time to meet my friends.
Not in a joining kind of way.
I won a trophy for being the friendliest friend this week.
Yeah, you did.
I knew the most about Quakerism.
It was an award. Damn it, what's the line from the movie Christmas Story?
Oh, I don't like
an award.
Story. I don't think it's a good movie.
It was an award. It's when he gets the leg.
I've seen it once and I was like 7 years old.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Well, it's on for 24 hours on TBS every Christmas or something.
Every Christmas, please. It starts in like November 1st. It just plays constantly.
The best Christmas movie is Elf. That's a factual statement.
Is this where I come in and be a bro and be like Die Hard?
Die Hard is up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes. Also, okay. 3 excellent picks. No others need apply.
Family Man.
No. I don't know why you want to like air my shit on national television.
Wow.
Amanda has already apologized to Nicolas Cage on the spot.
Yeah. And then like Cindy texted our group text and was like, everybody needs to know that Amanda hates ABBA. And I was like, that's not what happened. So then I had to defend myself in the group text. It's been really horrible, guys. The rumors and the nastiness.
I'm just saying what the people are thinking,
What are the people thinking?
They're thinking that they love Family Man, and they don't. They shouldn't. I saw it when I was like 10.
I don't think anybody has strong feelings about Family Man.
Except
everybody knows
that. Negative.
Right, that's true. Like I would say
positive feelings.
The vast majority of humankind doesn't even know that movie exists, and you vehemently hate it.
Look, the best Nicolas Cage movie is Moonstruck.
Yeah.
The second best Nicolas Cage movie is National Treasure. The third best Nicolas Cage movie is the one with Pedro Pascal. The fourth best Nicolas Cage movie is every other Nicolas Cage movie. And then the worst Nicolas Cage movie is Family Man.
Yeah, whatever. I'm fine with that. But Ghost Rider is pretty bad too.
Tristan says Ghost Rider is pretty bad too. But we're all in agreement that Moonstruck's the best one.
Except that Rick's never seen it.
It's a crime.
I have not seen that movie.
It's about Brooklyn Italians. What are you doing with your life?
That was called my growing up.
Yeah, you'll love it.
Will
Cher
I?
is in it.
Right? It won Oscars.
It won Oscars, multiple Oscars.
Which
And
Oscar? We have Oscar Vanderplas. We have an Oscar
Stop
Willard.
there. No, bleep that. You can't say students' names on the podcast. Speaking
Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch. Speaking of Moonstruck was directed by a man named Norman Jewison, who is not Jewish,
That's
just
tragic.
like the werewolves in this book who have Jewish names and are not Jewish except in my own head, heart, and canon. How'd I do?
That was good. That was a good segue.
Thanks. I haven't tried to do one yet, I think. We are reading Mate by Ali Hazelwood, and this episode is chapters 13 through 26. Folks, what do we think of the middle of Mate?
I'm loving it. It's really fun.
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a really, really good time.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. I love her writing. I love the banter between the two of them. I love them as characters. Really don't necessarily love the plot.
There is no plot. We had a plot and then it went away.
Yeah, there is no plot. The
No
plot
plot.
disappears in this. No, there's some stuff going on.
All right, sure.
There's like a cult and stuff. We'll talk about
Right.
the cult.
I've been working on a project this weekend, Amanda.
Okay.
So like Nesta, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Kim, stay out of this. Like who's like her man?
This feels like a trick question.
It's not,
It's Cassian.
because she'll be Cassian D's nuts.
And that was the last anyone ever heard from Rick from the podcast.
Amanda, he started this on Friday, so I knew where he was going.
I
He
got
did
a
it with the
whole-
Valkyries on Friday.
I got a whole week. We're gonna have We're gonna have a good little session for the next couple weeks.
What's with the Valkyries?
Oh, shows they'll be Valkyrian D's nuts.
No, that one's worse.
No.
You know,
Cassian is at least like you got me with that one.
That's pretty good, right?
Valkyrian is no, that's not real.
AI kind of sucks at making these jokes. Like they gave me like 30 and like all the AIs and like, none of them were good. Speaking
Cool.
of Jewish werewolves.
All right. Should we start with chapter 13?
Yeah.
Serena, these notes are from ChatGPT and I did them this time. So we'll see how it goes. This is my ChatGPT. Her name is Sage. Chapter 13, Serena and Cohen arrive at the breathtaking Northwest coast, trading sarcastic banter that barely hides their growing tension. They stop by Cohen's friend Carter's shop, where Serena gets new clothes, endures Carter's savage fashion advice, and notices Cohen's protective streak. Their grocery store outing feels weirdly domestic, like they're a real couple, culminating in Cohen brushing Serena's hair behind her ear and teasing him about a makeover that turns very flirty. Back home, she discovers Cohen secretly bought her all the red underwear, a pink penguin pocket knife, and every single item she even glanced at in the store.
I think the friend's name is pronounced Cartier.
Cartier,
That's where they went.
and he's the shop.
Yeah. And apparently Cohen is a black card because he just be buying everything. You know?
Yeah, but he never has to like check out.
No.
Like Carter's like, are you gonna buy anything? Or like Serena's like, Cohen, you gonna pay for that? And he's like, do you think they don't know where to send the bill? And I'm like, oh. There's some great quotes in this chapter. I wrote, we didn't talk about the necklace, but I don't remember what the necklace is.
What necklace?
The necklace that showed up in the package.
Thank you. Yeah. Can we back up? Can we talk
it.
about the necklace?
Yeah, there was a package at his house and she was
Right.
oh, that's exciting, and opened it up and it's like says like from your mother. And so she was like really excited about some gift that she might have gotten from her mom. And Cohen was like, fuck no, we have no idea where this came from. We have no idea like what's in this package. I am confiscating this and sending this away.
Yeah. So that comes up again here. We should have talked about that. But ChatGPT was not super focused on plot in the last set of chapters. So we tried to have it be a little more focused on plot this time. Serena refers to when she was living as the collateral's companion, that she was paying paying taxes that financed her very own surveillance. So I'm presenting that quote with no context. She also tries to purchase goldfish crackers that look like the phases of the moon, which I thought was really cute. And then somebody says, "You look like a medieval peasant who's about to die of the whooping cough."
What chapter is this?
13.
Yeah, Cohen at some point says, he says, "I'm already pretty. I'm fucking stupendous."
Guys, I love Cohen.
He's great.
I think no one's surprised that I like this like Jewish Ron Swanson alpha werewolf. But I'm into him. This is also the chapter where I wrote in my notes, like they're low key in each other's minds. Like there's something telepathic happening between them. Are you guys catching that?
Yeah.
At least between like Cohen to her.
But there's a few moments throughout this section where she starts to, I think, hear him too. But more so he's hearing her.
Did that happen in Bride?
I don't think so.
We read a book where it was like,
was it Fourth Wing? Was it the Empyrean series?
No, because where they like didn't outwardly like say they
Oh,
were talking
was
to
it
each other.
Avatar?
You know what? Fuck you.
Okay,
Go on.
That is part of the fated mates trope often, so it makes sense. And clearly, yeah, she's building towards it because she started with Cohen sort of being able to sense and when Serena's lying and what she might be thinking.
And it seems that Cohen is aware that that's what's happening.
He is aware.
I was just going to say that. Cohen's aware because he keeps joking. He's like, I can read your mind. But I think like he maybe can read her mind. Chapter 14.
Can I do a quick aside since we mentioned Fourth Wing just now? So I saw another reel yesterday of a interview with our dear friend Rebecca. Amanda's nodding, so she might have seen this also. And the big thing to know about book 4 is that we have to get ready for Xaden's villain era.
And she said, if you're not into Xaden's villain era, put down book 4 and wait until book 5.
That's funny.
Tristan's shaking his head because he just finished Onyx Storm. He's given a big thumbs down. It's a thumbs down from Tristan, everyone.
So he might wait for book 5.
He's gone now. All right. Chapter 14, Cohen's seconds arrive in chaos and zero clothes, and Serena wins them over with food, charm, and audacity. We love to see it. She makes meatballs.
Yeah, she's Italian.
We talked about how the Southwest is Sicily, and every food she makes is Italian. Yeah. And again, I want to go back to Allie Hazelwood. At least lives in Italy. I don't know if she is Italian, I think. So I don't know. I'm really the Cohen is Jewish, Serena is Italian. I'm gonna live and die by this.
Her pancakes are lemon-ricotta pancakes.
Come on. Delicious lemon-ricotta pancakes. All right. So she makes dinner for all of the seconds. Which Cohen doesn't like, but he does love. And during the pact dinner, she overhears gossip that Cohen might be obsessed with her and something about the favored. Later, a cocky young were insults her. His name's Bowden, I think. Socket, what are you eating? Did you give her something to eat?
It's Bodie, actually.
Anyways, he is the...
Sorry, she is in fact eating something she's supposed to be eating. Sorry, everybody, it's fine. All right.
Brody.
That guy
is the younger brother of one of the seconds who she brought. He's tagged along, and he was basically like, "Screw you! You have no right to be here. You have." You're endangering all of us. You're endangering Cohen. And she takes him down. And Cohen walks in, and it's kind of a great moment because he's like, hey dude, she's just ripped you a bunch of new assholes. Maybe you should step back.
Yeah. It's very touch her and die, but it's also very touch me and die, which I appreciate. And is I think kind of a hallmark of Allie Hazelwood writing. This is the 4th Allie Hazelwood book I've read this year, so I have a lot of thoughts. All right. Afterwards, they share a charged piano scene. hands, thighs, and restraint before Cohen abruptly freezes and says he's not interested. But that night, Serena pieces together clues about Cohen's past. He became alpha at 15. His pack is unusually young, and something devastating happened long ago. So what do we think the favorite is?
I don't know. My only note for this chapter is we're at 40%. We don't really have a plot, but I'm having fun. I have no idea.
I mean, same with Bride, though. With Bride, it was like, we're looking for Serena. And with Mate, it's like...
Nothing.
No,
Nothing.
We're trying to not have her die and also trying to figure out
where she comes from.
Vampires are coming for her and also what's happening with this cult.
So I listed a bunch of people and then I said, I feel like I don't need to know who these people are. Cohen talks here about how the alpha doesn't own the pack owns the alpha. And I think that that's a really beautiful leadership metaphor. So I'm going to use it in my teaching leadership. I'm going to talk about werewolves. When they are playing the piano, how many chairs are there?
One.
There's one chair.
We only need one chair.
But there's a really sweet moment here where she's teaching Cohen how to play the piano, which he obviously has a beautiful piano and knows how to play the piano. Like, I didn't believe for a singular second that she was actually teaching him. And she's like, oh my gosh, look at you. And he says back very sincerely, look at you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I really like him. And I'm wondering if there was a were genocide.
Yeah.
Those are all my thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. Chapter 15, Serena wakes up drenched in sweat in Cohen's bed. She says, I beg the gods of physiologically dysregulated bitches with sleep disorders to keep him away for 10 more minutes, which I loved. She tries to hide the evidence, but ends up stealing one of his shirts for comfort. Watching him spar outside, she learns from Amanda that Cohen might be so tightly wound because of celibacy. Serena jokes that he could find someone else to fix the problem, only to discover the truth. Cohen is bound by a celibacy covenant forbidding him from any romantic or sexual relationship.
This is also where we learn that we need to make the Howler app.
The Howler app. Can you tell us about it?
Oh my God. Yeah. So in that part where she was like, hey, you really should just go like hook up with someone else. Like, don't you guys just have like, a dating app like Howler? And I was like, they will soon because I'm patenting that.
It's spelled like grinder, so it's missing the E.
I love that.
It's so good. I clocked that he was celibate because they say it in Bride. I mean, they say traditionally the alpha of the Northwest Pact takes a vow of celibacy. So they don't explicitly say that Cohen is, but it's implied, I thought.
You said that in the last episode. And then when I read this, my note is actually, was that in the first book or did you spoil that for yourself? I actually don't know.
It was in the first book. I went back to the first book and I searched for Amanda because I had it in my notes that Amanda and Cohen were together for some reason. And so I went back into my notes to search for Amanda. And there's like an interaction between Misery and Lo where Misery's like, are they sleeping together? And Lo is like, what, Amanda? No, that's his second. And also the alpha of the Northwest Pack typically takes a celibacy pact.
I'm not here to like, if you like what you like, that's fine. I really think the Howler app would be good for like the furry community. I could make a lot of money off ads.
I feel like there's probably one that already exists.
This episode is brought to you by the Howler app.
Okay, I would like to apologize because I think I'm the one who spread the rumors about Cohen and Amanda in our Bride episodes. Because I had that in my notes that I thought that they were together. And so I think I must have repeated that probably on air. It seems like
I think we all just thought it.
So
I don't know. All right. Chapter. Oh, also, there's somebody who they describe as thirsty for spreadsheets. Oh, Jorma. Jorma loves rules, and Jorma is thirsty for spreadsheets. And I would like to say, same. Chapter 16, we get some of the reasoning behind the covenant. It's meant to keep, so Amanda explains that it's meant to keep alphas from prioritizing love over duty. Cohen accepted it at 15, right after a catastrophic attack that wiped out most of his pack. As Serena processes that Cohen can't touch her, not that he doesn't want to, she learns her mother's lineage may tie her to the Northwest. She teases Cohen with one of his shirts. He catches her scent and commands her not to run. The air crackles, molten and dangerous, until Serena ends the chapter with a line that could melt glaciers. For what I have in mind, it's better if you don't get dressed.
All I said is we have a plot. Why did the were die 21 years ago by the humans? That's what I want to know now.
And we find out where mom is from, and the area is like approximately Boise.
That's right.
Mhm.
From Idaho.
Yeah.
Also,
So
sorry, I feel like the fact that Cohen took the celibacy vow at 15 feels to me like the night circus, where the poor young dude, agreed to be tied to the circus at the end of the book, and he was only like 15. And it was like,
really,
you're stuck being the master of the circus for the rest of your life. You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You just got werewolf bar mitzvahed, Cohen. Like, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. So like, that's the reason for the celibacy pact. The Huddles all like broke up, and Cohen, becoming the alpha, like reunited the Huddles. And we know that humans were involved in the attack, but the wares were to blame. And at this point I wrote, he's your mate too, you idiot.
Right. Look, these girls be dumb.
These girls be dumb.
These girls be dumb. Like,
why does Cohen need to be naked? How does chapter 17 start? He's getting a werewolf haircut. We're getting some excellent haircut innuendo here, full of sass, shaving foam, and sexual tension sharp enough to draw blood. Just as things get dangerously close, 3 assembly members barge in, suspecting Cohen of breaking his celibacy vow. Serena diffuses it with humor, which features Rick's favorite line in the book so far.
I remain tragically unfucked.
Incredible. And Cohen nearly combusts beside her. Afterward, Carolina, who's one member of the assembly, turns out to be an ally and Saul's sister. When they leave, Serena finally gets a look at clean-shaven Cohen, devastatingly hot, far too young, and smirking as he invites her on a mysterious field trip. They also mention somebody named Constantine here.
They do.
But I don't think we know anything about him yet.
Nope. John Constantine actually is in this book now, canonically.
Who?
John Constantine.
Who?
You don't know John Constantine?
Is that a pope?
It was a movie played by what's his name? Neo from The Matrix.
The movie's just called Constantine.
Yeah, but his name is John Constantine.
No, well, nobody saw the movie.
What do you mean? It was a good movie. He killed like angels and shit.
Cool.
Go ahead.
There's somebody named Jersey in this chapter.
Hell yeah, there is.
And also I wrote, there's too much pooling happening, which is maybe an argument about this book, but also about the other romance that I'm reading right now. It's always like, and warmth is pooling in my center. And I'm like, stop.
Stop the pooling.
Stop the pooling. I'm over it.
So there's another line I wrote and have posed a question to the women here. When they're like talking to whoever, Jersey or whatever, doesn't matter. When they're talking to Serena and they're like, you're trying to bang Cohen and you need to stop. She says, I'm not about to try to disintegrate his free will with my magic cunt. And my question is, wait, are we allowed to say this word now? Is that a thing? I don't understand. I need you to explain it to me.
Okay. I think this is a complicated question. First of all, the writer of this book is a woman. She is writing a female character who's talking about herself. So I'm not going to tell anybody that checks all the boxes. So that's fine. I also think British people use this word way differently than Americans do. And Allie Hazelwood, although I don't know where she's from, she's not American. I don't know how Italian people learn English. And then
that's a really good point, actually. That
my
helps.
Third point is like, I do think that Gen Z has really like changed the meaning of that word. Like, because I feel like now it's like, oh, things are cunty.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's like she's serving cunt. Like you get it more, like Gen Z has really like appropriated like the drag slang around that. And I think it's become just like a lot more mainstream.
The British one actually helps because like I watch a decent amount of British shows and like whenever someone there's, I don't even think twice about it. It's just funny. Like however they use it in the comedy. So that's a good point. That helps.
That said, Rick, you still need to refer to it as a see you next Tuesday.
Okay.
Or if someone is looking cunty, you need to say they're giving charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Oh, all right.
Okay. It's from Drag Race.
Yeah.
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Talk to me about chapter 18, because this is where we read Dr. Wolf.
Okay, wait.
Oh.
But chapter 17 ends with a line that I really like, where Serena just like cut Cohen's hair, and she's like, oh my gosh, you look just like that hot guy from that movie. And Cohen says, which movie? And she says, all of them.
Yeah, that was good.
And I loved that. All right, chapter 18, we meet an old doctor and his doctor family. His name is
Wolf.
Dr. Silas Tane.
It's not.
What's
Dr.
his name?
Wolf.
Dr. Wolf.
Yeah.
He's the Pact's elderly doctor, hoping he can identify her scent from childhood. The visit ends with heartbreak. He can't. Serena steps out to the cliffs to clear her head, only for a barefoot stranger to appear, drop to his knees, call her Ava, and whisper, as the prophet said, as the prophet wills. And then he bows to her like she's holy.
My one question could be, that's right, Socket, she's holy. Do we think she might be older than what she thinks she is? I don't know. It's just a question. Like, so, like, you know, the Wares and them, they live very long lives. She doesn't really remember. No, am I wrong?
Do they live very long lives?
I thought they did. Isn't Cohen
Everyone
like
we've
100?
met is a millennial.
Really? Okay.
Everyone we've met is Gen Z, honestly. Except
Cohen- No,
Cohen.
Cohen's 36.
who's
Okay.
super old.
Right.
All right, never mind then. For some reason, maybe I'm just getting my books mixed up. For some reason, I thought that like the vampires or whatever and werewolves were like very old, and then I was like, I wonder if she's like older than what we think, because especially in this part where he's like thinks that she's this prophet or something. I'm like, I wonder if she's old, but I could be extremely wrong, so it's fine.
I think everybody in this universe is mortal.
Okay.
I think they just like have regular lifespans. I think from Blood and Ash, like the werewolves could be 1,000. Like, I don't know.
Same thing in Crescent City. That's why I'm probably just getting my wires crossed.
I can't believe there's werewolves in Crescent City. Okay. Chapter 19. On the cliffside, Serena faces the eerie, he's not aware, the eerie guy who kneels before.
He's aware.
He's
Is
a boy.
he?
He's aware. He's a wereboy.
I thought he was human.
He's Teen Wolf.
He's just in his human form, but he's aware.
He's
All
Teen
right.
Wolf.
All right. So Serena faces this kid who kneels before her and calls her Ava, treating her like a divine being. Cohen arrives. The stranger declares Cohen unworthy and warns of someone named Constantine before leaping off the cliff to his death. The cult believes Serena is their prophesized prophet, reborn, and that is very bad news. Everyone is always naked in this book.
Yeah. Wait, aren't you?
He had just come from his wolven form.
Yeah, I wrote, is she where Jesus?
Basically,
And
the Wares are a nudist colony.
then I wrote, you'll pay for what you did and Constantine will see you shortly. Splat.
Yeah, I wrote he dead. I also wrote he's the little boy says something to Cohen, and then Cohen says, "Hey man, I think I bring a lot to the table."
Yeah, because he's like, you're unworthy. And he's like, what
Yeah.
are you talking about? I like this kind of like this fucks Serena up, and I understand why. Like,
It should.
this stranger comes out of the woods, tells her that she's the one that was prophesized, calls her by a name that's not her name. Then Cohen comes out and is like, hello, sir. He's the little boy is like, come with me. Serena's like, no, thank you. And then he jumps off a cliff. And she watches it.
Yeah.
So chapter 19, she's horrified by the boy's suicide. She spirals. She says, I'm ready for the musical episode, which I loved.
Wait, 20. Chapter 20?
And then I said,
You said 19.
it's the same thing.
All right, fine. It is. All right, chapter 19, part 2.
Cohen comforts her and explains that Constantine was a murderous prophet whose cult slaughtered thousands, and now they think Serena is his reincarnation. When Cohen admits he can't stand being apart from her, their control finally snaps. He pulls her into a desperate embrace, but that night, Serena's illness explodes. Claws, green vision, fever. Cohen finds her collapsing, carries her into an ice bath, and climbs in with her fully clothed, holding her as she fades into unconsciousness.
They talk about the dead kid. He gets a hug. She sweats. That's the chapter.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple other things that happen here. She's like, but what if Constantine isn't dead? And Cohen says, I ripped his heart out of his chest, chewed on it for half a minute, and then spit it into the ocean.
Yeah.
So he's dead. And also in this chapter, we do get our first instance of Cohen calling Serena good girl,
Oh yeah.
which checks the Cohen boxes, you know, like we
Oh,
knew
yeah.
that was coming. That's his style. So yeah, stuff happens.
All right, sure.
He ate somebody's heart.
All right.
Well, he was a wolf. I mean, it makes sense. He probably has eaten a lot of hearts.
Yeah. What was that? There we go.
Also, I mean, we love a good girl reference here. We've never talked about Killer as the nickname that he has for her.
I don't like it.
I don't have any problems with it.
I love it.
Really?
Yeah, okay. Because, I mean, I have really strong feels about Princess as a nickname. Like, that just feels so, like, infantilizing in a lot of ways. But Killer is not. Killer feels
Agreed.
I don't like Princess either. So don't get me wrong. I don't know if... Maybe the only one I've liked so far is Violence.
Violence is good. Favorite Darling.
Favorite Darling is
top tier.
S tier.
That's the best one.
Yeah.
Did Lo have a nickname for Misery?
No. I don't think so.
I need you guys to know that in Temple of Swoon, which is one of the books that I have read among the 80 books I've read, his nickname for her is Pringles.
That's better than Killer.
It's not.
No,
I like it.
It's not. It's because she offered him Pringles one time.
I like it.
But now I'm listening. I'll talk about this at the end. But now I'm listening to this book, and it's like there's like some lesbian power dynamics at play, and one of them is literally the other one's boss, and so her nickname is Boss, which I love.
In Crescent City, the main character doesn't get a nickname from our male main character, but she does get a nickname from a mer.
From a what?
Mer.
What?
Merman.
Merman Pop.
Oh, I thought you were saying mirror.
It's fucked up.
Can you say those two words next to each other?
Mirror. Mer. I hate that I've become a caricature of myself.
Bye. I'm done.
And her nickname is Legs. And I'm like, that's a great nickname.
Why don't you like Killer?
I don't know. I don't hate it. I just don't like it.
In Bride, Anna calls her Mercy instead of Misery. So
That's true.
I like that.
I think that's the instant of nickname. I do like that, which is also cute because the like Mercy. Yeah. All right. I like Killer. 21 is where we are. Okay.
Actually, chapter 19, part 3.
No, it's chapter 21. Serena wakes to Cohen playing the piano because we knew he could play. He's barebacked and heartbreakingly beautiful. Then the memories return, the fever, the claws, the collapse. Forced to confess, she tells him she's dying of cortisol surge disorder, a rare illness. That was hard to say. Say rare illness.
No, you win.
Rare.
Witness. Where.
Cohen refuses to accept her diagnosis. They go to a different doctor, Dr. Sem Kane, who's not the old doctor. He's the old doctor's
Hey everyone.
family.
daughter,
Hi,
right?
Dr. Nick.
No, this is the man.
Oh. There's a lot of doctors, y'all.
Yeah, well, she goes to a man. She goes to see a man doctor, and the man doctor is like, "I'm so sorry, you do have cortical surge disorder. You are dying." And Cohen is like, "Fix it." And Dr. Ware is like, "Sorry, can't." And Serena tries to make peace, but he won't let her. She finally whispers, "After I die," he vows, "If you think I'm going to let you die, you know, fuck all." She talks about the letters in this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't know what was going on with the letters that she left in the cabin. So now we know she has been writing letters to Anna and to Misery. What?
I don't know.
She's trying to like leave behind her legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to like will her cure into existence.
Rick is having a dance break for those who can't see this right now. We're all going to have a dance break.
Oh, yeah.
22?
Yes.
No, because
Here she
there
comes.
are a couple of quotes that, example, come out of her conversation with Misery that I really liked. So they're talking about sparkles. And she says, he may look like an overgrown hamster, but he sure shits like a lion. And I would just like to note Bartholomew, who's out here, sure does look like an overgrown hamster, sure does shit like a lion.
I love that.
My only note is, I mean, I have some stuff you said already, but I said, I don't understand how in like 150 pages, I care more about these two than Poppy and Castile.
It's because these two have only redeeming qualities. There's really nothing annoying about either of them,
No?
other than that, like, they're kind of dumb. But like, they're dumb in an endearing way. Poppy and Castile are dumb in an infuriating way.
It's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Kim said in chapter 22, Cohen's with his pack and Serena is chatting with Misery, and talking about sprinkles.
Sparkles and Twinkles, right?
Yeah. So Twinkles is the dog.
Right.
Sokka doesn't like that there's a dog. She just growled. And Misery also reveals the truth about Constantine's cult. It's a were supremacist group that tried to turn humans through blood and sex rituals, spawning hybrid children like Serena. The cult was wiped out years ago. Supposedly, Serena suggests using herself as bait, sending Cohen's pack into full panic mode. Cohen scolds her, griping her chin and growling that she could be good for once. They fall into uneasy closeness. She admits his scent makes her feel safe, and he decides she'll sleep in his room that night so he can monitor her fevers. She drifts to sleep in his arms, breathing him in.
What chapter is this?
Chapter 22.
I don't know why I thought this, but I'm going to throw this out there. Is Serena Constantine's daughter?
Say more.
Constantine like had this whole idea of, I'm gonna get it wrong, but like just like using humans to like impregnate them to get more wares or something like that along those lines, or
Yeah, he's like trying to get.
Oh, what he was doing was like telling the humans like, I will make you a werewolf, but we have to have like these sex rituals or something.
Yeah, like he's trying to like create, like turn humans into werewolves the way that it works in like other mythology versus
Right.
like in this universe, it's like a species.
So we don't know who her father is, I think. And I'm wondering if Constantine is her father, because that would be, I don't know, a place to go with the plot.
Yeah. And dad's dead.
Yeah. And not only is dad dead, but Cohen killed her dad, would have killed her dad then.
The owl in your background is moving.
Yeah. He's an owl. He's my friend. I can't point to him. There he is.
Close enough.
Also, they did note in an earlier chapter too that, you know, the young were who offed himself off the cliff, called her Eva, however we want to say that, and she didn't actually know her real name because Serena is the name that they gave her.
That's a good point.
So it is true that the kid actually did know her name.
And go ahead.
When she's talking to Misery.
Yes, thank you.
Go ahead.
No, you.
I was trying to find it, but I can't find it. You tell it.
So she's talking to Misery, and Misery's like, oh, have y'all banged yet? And she's like, no. And he's like, okay, I need to warn you that his penis is going. She's like, whatever, we're not going to bang. He's like, no, I actually need to. She kept on cutting her off. And I wrote, Misery and Serena are having the conversation about the birds and the knots.
What I did find is the way the chapter ends. He's like, we're gonna sleep in the same room so I can monitor you. And she says, I let my head roll back on the cushion, meet his shoulder. Don't bother hiding the way I'm burying my nose in the soft, worn flannel. He doesn't mind. And then it's in italics, which means she's thinking it and not saying it out loud. I can practically taste his satisfaction and relief at not having to fight me on this. It's a sweet, joyful flavor against the roof of my mouth. You know, your room might be better. And then he responds, why? To her thoughts. So telepathic connection, mark off your square if you're playing the Ripped Bodices Summer Bingo on a 40-degree day. Chapter 23.
Wasn't there another funny line? I lost internet connection for a second because I'm on my old 500-year-old laptop.
I had a funny line between Misery and Serena.
Yeah.
That was right after they were talking about the knots.
Yes.
And Serena says, "I liked you better when you were a virgin." And Misery responds with, "Yeah, well, Lo didn't." So
yeah.
It's so good. I love when my friends are friends.
Yeah.
All right, chapter 23. Serena wakes in the night burning, not with fever, but with need. Cohen tries to guide her to a cold bath, but her body's gone haywire. She strips off her shirt and presses against him, wild and out of control. Cohen realizes that she's entering heat. The scene teeters between desperation and devotion. He refuses to take advantage, but also refuses to abandon her. Instead, he helps her get through it, guides her hand so that she can have some self-soup. It's intense, tender, and dizzying, culminating when she licks the gland on his neck, and they both lose control. Afterwards, she's guilt-ridden, but Cohen just holds her and says softly, "You didn't?" I don't know. You didn't what? Oh, like you didn't make me break my covenant.
Yeah.
Is self-soup like a cup noodles?
Yeah, she's having some cup noodles, some instant ramen. She's boiling the pot in the tea kettle and then just pouring it in.
Yeah.
Self-soup.
I wrote, "Oh my God, she is in heat. This is so funny."
I called it. / I got a spoiler. I don't know.
Just really funny. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I have this image in my head. I'm like, it maybe is a meme or some sort of funny dog video I saw, but like I picture like a little dog just like backing a little butt up to like another dog and be like, "Hello," like, "Hello, I'm here."
Yeah. My only note for this chapter is soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the part of this plot that I don't love. And we said this in the last chapter when Amanda, you revealed your spoiler. Where it was like, that's not going to feel super great.
I've decided I'm fine with it because they're both werewolves.
Yeah, I still don't love it.
Yeah.
And also, my cousin and I, she's also reading this right now. Shout out Katie if you listen to this episode.
We love Katie.
We love Katie. But she was saying too, because she was like, "How are you feeling?" And I was like, I don't think I needed to learn more about heat cycles here. And she was like, "I just don't really like the trope that like the way to cure her is, Cohen's little Cohen," which is obviously where we're heading to at some point. But yeah,
there's nothing to cure.
So in chapter 24, they go back to the man doctor, and the man doctor is like, "I was talking about this with my wife, who's a woman and a midwife." And she's like, "Serena's not dying. She's in estrus," which is the actual biological term for heat. The fevers, the cravings, the obsession with Cohen's scent, it's all biology. Her scent will soon become irresistible, and the only way to survive is to ride out the heat with a partner. Cohen sits silent, torn between duty and desire. When he leaves, Layla explains that estrus will overwhelm Serena, and she won't be able to finish alone, and that Cohen's celibacy oath forbids him from helping her. The chapter ends with Serena pleading, "I need you to make sure I don't go into heat."
So a couple things. I thought it was really funny that like, I don't know, it's like these male doctors have no idea what's wrong with her, right? But like,
you ask one woman,
right? That, and like I connected to like real life, and it's like, "Oh my God, I'm dying." It's like, "No, sweetheart, this is your first period."
It's really like she nails it. I mean, it's the most realistic thing I've ever read in a fantasy novel.
I also then now go back to, how is a book about a human half werewolf going into heat better than Akafath?
There's a good quote here.
There sure is.
I think we're talking about different quotes.
We are.
God, it's like being told that baby carrots are just regular ones peeled to be smaller. I should have realized what was going on a long time ago, but I didn't, and now I feel stupid. She also describes heat as, you can make decisions, but it will be hard to think of consequences and delay gratification, which is basically how teenagers work all the time.
That's hormones.
My favorite line is, as in, "My smell brings all the wares to the yard." Best line.
Literally.
Yeah.
Can you say more about what that actually means in were biology, though?
I thought you were going to have me talk about the song.
Both.
Yeah. So, like, she's in heat, so now all the boys can smell her, and they're going to want her, and they're going to want to help her out. And what's interesting is, interesting. I see it's the interesting thing. I'm fucking werewolf, fucking master over here. But they're like, I think one of the doctors is like, "Oh yeah, no, you can get some other male wares to help you out with that." And she's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, they don't actually care. They'll help you. Like they want to like help you out with this." And she's like, "I don't understand." It's like you humans have a weird different idea of like sex than werewolves. Like they would love to help you out, and then they'll just go leave. Like, and then there's the song.
My
Milkshake brings all the boys to the
heat
yard.
brings all the wares to the yard. All right. In chapter 25, Serena begs Layla for a hormone injection to suppress the heat, even though it could be dangerous for a hybrid. She admits that it's not just about needing Cohen, it's that she only wants him. She wants only Cohen and nobody else. Layla warns that if Cohen helped her, he'd lose everything. Meanwhile, Brenna drives Serena home and casually reveals Cohen is away fighting off vampires sent to abduct her for experiments. Serena realizes the impossible truth. She's not dying. So she goes back to the store for sunscreen, which I love. She can live, love, and choose a future. When Cohen returns bloodied and exhausted, she greets him with dinner and warmth. She makes like a proper Sunday dinner, like a good Italian woman. They share an evening of quiet domesticity, teasing, laughing, drinking tea from one mug, finishing a crossword on the couch. For a fleeting moment, they have peace, and then the heat begins. My favorite line in this, she says, "I scoot closer, conspiratorial. Do you ever consider going full dictator? I'm talking 30-foot bronze Cohen statue, Cohen stamps. Cohen is every child's middle name. Senior prom theme, Cohen. Mandatory Cohen parades with Cohen floats every week."
My favorite from this is when they're drinking tea, but first she's like, "Do you want some coffee?" And she's like, "I'll get it for you black." He's like, "I actually don't like black coffee." And she's like, and then they talk about that, and then he says, "I wasn't aware of the proven correlation between virility and coffee intake." And as somebody who drinks their coffee black, there absolutely is.
But you love a cappuccino too.
I'm joking. But I thought it was so funny. I love that.
Yeah, I do like that she just like assumed that he wanted black coffee because he's a lumberjack alpha werewolf.
Right.
But also he's been drinking it black because that's how she brings it to him.
Yeah.
So I hope now they're all getting what they want. Well, actually, none of them are getting what they want, but I hope they're at least getting the coffee they want.
Yeah.
All right, chapter 26. Serena emerges from her room, flushed and trembling. Cohen knows instantly it's begun. She admits she tried licking one of his shirts to soothe herself. He promises to support whatever she chooses, but when she climbs into his lap, everything breaks. There's a lot of soup happening. So she's like grinding against him. He's fighting his instincts. There's a raw, consuming mix of passion and self-denial. Am I reading this as is? He brings her to release, murmuring praise and calling her his mate, but never lets himself cross the final line. When she whispers that she'd do anything for him, Cohen finally confesses the truth that ruins them both. "I would throw away my pack, my life, and my entire world for you, which is the exact reason I cannot have you."
Good job, Colin.
My notes from this chapter are soup, and then, wait, I love them. Those are all my notes.
My notes are mainly sexual tension. But I also, and we spoke about this a little in the office, he keeps saying that you're my mate, but I'm not yours. So I'm like, is that true? Like, that would be interesting if that's true. I don't know.
No, they played this game in Bride. We talked about this in the office too. But, where Lo was like, "No, you don't even know what a mate is, so you can't actually be my mate." And clearly that was all bullshit. So this is just sort of like a continuation.
Yeah, I think it is possible that like biologically that mates are not always reciprocal, but in this instance it's reciprocal.
It's obvious, yeah.
Like it might feel a little different because she's a hybrid, but like she's obviously, the fact that she's like, I literally can't have anybody touch me that's not Cohen, and also like the fact that an early heat cycle is brought on by stress, and the stress is finding out you're a half were and you find your mate. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the where biology says they're mates. Also, the book's called Mate.
It's true.
I do wonder.
What about chess, though?
No, she has a book called Check and Mate. That is not.
She does, yeah. That's her YA book.
Yep. I do wonder, though. I don't know. I have questions about the illness, just because it's like she's had these cortisol surges for months now, and so why didn't she just go into heat earlier? if that's what this all was. So I don't know.
I guess I want, because it seems that the heat is very much tied to being around Cohen. And so I wonder if it was the way that it was because he wasn't there. And now it's the way that it is because he is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm really interested. I like this like Constantine is her dad theory.
Thanks, I did it.
Who do we think her mom is? Just like a random human woman from Iowa? Idaho. I get those confused.
Delaware.
They'll probably find something out from the necklace. That's my guess, is that it's, off being looked at somewhere, but then they're going to come back and be like, oh, actually, this is a thing that has a connection.
I'm just trying to think if we've met another like woman either in the last book or this book that would be like, oh my God. I don't think so though. Like,
no, there's really we haven't really met any humans.
Yeah.
And we haven't really met anybody old enough to be anyone's parent.
No. There'll probably be some sort of backstory though, like that'll connect it all. I don't know what that is, but like so and so I guess Constantine would have killed. No, maybe her mom isn't anybody. Like Constantine might have killed her mom or something like while she was trying to do that like blood pact or whatever to join.
I know they'll make it like really, really clear that her parents are nobody, and then in the last moment they'll be like, actually, you're a Palpatine.
And ruin everything.
It's me, guys. I'm Rick today. The role of Rick will be played by Amanda.
I wonder if her mom is now like one of the key leaders of the cult.
Ooh,
that'd be good.
She, like held a candle for Constantine all these years.
That would be good. Like your dad was Constantine and now mom is the cult leader.
And is like, and I feel like that also like aligns with what we thought was happening in Bride, where it was like the mate of the former alpha was like suspected to be the bad guy, but then like she wasn't.
Yeah.
But like maybe that is what's happening here, where like the widow is the big one.
Yeah, no, I like that.
The big bad wolf. All right. Any other predictions for the future?
No, I think I've laid out all my predictions.
I think they're gonna have sex.
Damn it! I should have taken that one.
Hot take. It's a hot take.
Should have taken that one.
But somehow the assembly is gonna be like, well, okay.
Right. How is he gonna get her? I don't know how they're gonna resolve this in like 2 hours of reading. Because this book reads quick, y'all.
It is fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it because obviously he has to be alpha. And the fact, like, the reason why the alpha can't take a mate is because they would put the mate's well-being above the well-being of the pack, and that's not the purpose of an alpha. And that is like what's happening here. So I don't know. Can they like co-alpha?
But they also said that it was like an antiquated thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's proven himself that he is not putting her above the pack by like holding strongly to it and being like, I'm not going to give into this. And so maybe they'll be like, well, for you.
They also like when the assembly comes, when he's getting the haircut, she like tells him to sit down and the assembly like freaks out because they're like, you can't give your alpha orders. And she's like, what? And I just told him to sit down.
Yeah.
And apparently like in were biology, like nowhere would even dare to do that. Which I think is another point in like the he's also her mate category.
And I said that the alpha wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't respond to a command.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think like, yeah, if they're both if they are ruling together and putting the needs of the pack over everybody, then like maybe is that like what an omega is? Like, I don't know.
It's actually called a prime. You should read Crescent City. There's a prime. Prime is the top.
Okay, I'm saying it here in front of all 5 of our listeners and you two and God and my dog. I'm going to read Crescent City eventually. We have mapped out the books we're reading, and I'm not reading Crescent City until reasonably next summer.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So we started this podcast 700 years ago by saying, take a shot every time Rick underestimates himself. And I would like to add, take a shot every time Rick tells me to read a book that I've already told him what I'm going to read.
There's primes in Crescent City. Well, there's
There's
a prime.
there's a
one
prime. There's only one prime.
Is it Optimus Prime?
Maybe.
He's old dude prime. He's Grandpa Prime.
What else are we reading, guys?
I'm reading the last book of Crescent City, Court of Flame and Shadows. I think it's called, I don't know.
It's a house.
House of Flame and Shadows, Courts and Houses. This is a great book. The ending is going on quicker than I would like. Like some things are wrapping up a little too quick. I'm like, I would have liked that drawn out a little bit more. What concerns me about the ending, and it's been concerning me for a little bit, is sort of like what you just said about this book, Amanda. I have less than 2 hours to go in this book, and they just started a battle, like the battle. And like, oh God, like we need to wrap up this battle. We need to wrap up this battle. We need to wrap up this battle. And then we need to say goodbye. And I have less than 2 hours to do this.
That's so much.
But it, like, I have destroyed this book. Like I started it last Friday, realistically last Saturday, and I'll be finished by today. I think I will have read it quicker than Kingdom of Ash. It's really good, and I love it. And it just keeps connecting so many dots that I'm like nerding out really hard. It's great.
I'm so glad.
I'm going to be on book 3 of Crescent City today. I have roughly 30 minutes left in Crescent City 2 right now. And I could have just finished it off last night, but I got to that point where I was like, I'm sleepy and I'm afraid that I am not going to process this as well as I should. And so I'm actually going to save the ending until a time when I can fully enjoy it and not wake up the next morning being like, what happened? I forgot because I was too sleepy.
I think I haven't finished any books since we last spoke.
What?
I believe I finished both the X-Hex and One Last Stop before our last episode. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I am in the midst of Zoe Brennan First Crush, which I'm half listening to, half reading. It's like the first time I've done that. Real quick read, 2 lesbians on a vineyard. It's cute.
Nice.
There is soup in the second chapter, and it's like there's a joining.
Hell
in the
yeah.
second chapter. That's like how they meet. It's fine. I'm having a good time. It's not my favorite book, but it's not my least favorite book. It's a book. And then I am reading Babel. I say Babel, but they're British. And so I keep hearing Mumford and Sons in my head singing Babel, which is by R.F. Kuang. And I am really liking it, but it is so thoughtful and literary. And there's like so many words in it. And like, I don't just mean like words. There's like words in other languages that have meaning that they're like explaining. I know Kim's read it, but it's like, I'm so glad I'm reading it on Kindle, because if I was reading this as a book, I'd need to have a dictionary with me, like at all times. There's footnotes. Like, this book is taking me so long to read. I've been reading it for a week and I'm halfway through. And usually I can kill a book in 3 days. So this is like, it's taken me some time, but I'm having a good time. As good of a time as you can have in a book about anti-colonialism. And that will...
Yeah, in languages, like...
Yeah, so both of those, Babel will get me a Goodreads award, and Zoe Brennan First Crush will be my last alphabet. I'll have read the whole alphabet.
Yay.
Yep.
You did it.
I did it. And then I got a whole long list. I put all of my reading into a spreadsheet. And so I know all the things that I've read this year and all the little rewards that I've gotten, and it's been fun.
We love that.
Yeah. I'm not going to be this crazy next year.
I like Crazy Amanda.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'd like to read, like, I actually can't be this crazy and read the entire Mossverse next year.
Yeah, so you're not allowed to be a crazy.
And I don't need to do the alphabet again. There's only so many books that start with X.
And get married.
I also do need to get married next year.
Hold on a second. But realistically, if we're putting getting married over Throne of Glass,
I will read Throne of Glass before I get married based on the schedule that I've created for us. I will probably finish Crescent City before I get married, but I'm not committing to that.
Both probably better than getting married.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes. All right. What's our homework?
As the one person who's, divorced here. Yeah, actually, probably.
Our homework is to finish Meat.
That's our homework. We've mapped out what we're reading for the foreseeable future. And if you want to know more about that, we'll talk more about it. But don't forget to enter our giveaway that we talked about on our last episode. Anything else?
Nope.
Bye.
Bye.